Hi there and welcome. I am Tessie and you are watching an Accounting Accelerator tutorial. The topic of today's tutorial is the calculation of the amount of VAT due to SARS. This question comes from a Department of Basic Education, November 2022, Paper 2, Question 2.1. Let's jump right in. The information relates to Nomclair traders. The business is registered for VAT. The standard rate is 15%, and Nomclair also sells zero-rated goods. We've got to calculate the VAT amount that must be paid to SARS for the VAT period ended the 31st of May 2022. The information that we are given is that Harry the clerk calculated the VAT amount due to SARS as $55,785. However, he did not take the following into account. Then we're given three transactions. We're given information B and C as well. Let's go to the answer sheet. I'm going to do the answer in the format of a general ledger account because I think it's easier to understand the inputs and the outputs and what must be added and what must be subtracted. However, if you are comfortable to, you can just simply do a sum, adding and subtracting the relevant figures. So we're going to start with that amount that we are told is due to SARS. And if it's due to SARS, then obviously it's got to go on to the credit side. 55,785 Rand. Now let's go and look at the transactions that Harry did not take into account. The first one is VAT on goods returned to suppliers. When we purchased the goods, we claimed an input, but now we've returned a certain amount of those goods. Therefore, we have to do an entry on the credit side to adjust that full amount of input VAT that was claimed because we're not going to pay for that full amount. So the entry is going to go on the opposite side to the original transaction, so that is 5,070 on the credit side. Our next entry is VAT on expenses paid. Whenever we are paying for expenses, we can claim an input VAT. So therefore, on the debit side, we're going to enter 6,240 Rand. Moving on, VAT on goods taken by Nomclair for personal use, 5,400 Rand. When she bought the goods, she claimed an input, but now she's not selling them. So that's a prejudice to SARS because they're not getting their output VAT. Therefore, what is required by law is that she pays back the VAT on the goods that she takes for personal use. Right, moving on to B, VAT on discount allowed must also be taken into account. The total discount allowed amounted to 18,860 Rand. Now that figure of 18,860 Rand is inclusive of VAT. So our first step will be to calculate the VAT amount that is included in that discount allowed figure. So we're going to multiply by 15, divided by 115, and the amount is 2,460 Rand. Now let's think about what side we're going to put this on to. Discount allowed is related to sales. So when the sale was made, we recorded an output VAT. Because we're granting a discount to the customer, we're not receiving that full amount of output VAT that we recorded. Therefore, we've got to make an adjustment on the debit side of the VAT control account, 2,460 Rand, and we've got one transaction to go, and that tells us VAT on sales was incorrectly recorded. Certain goods with a selling price of 31,200 Rand, excluding VAT, should have been recorded as zero-rated items. When a sale is zero-rated, VAT is still charged, but at the zero rate, 0%, not the standard rate. So Harry the clerk made a mistake here. He included the VAT on the 31,200 Rand when he worked out his output VAT. So we've got to correct it by doing an entry on the debit side of the VAT control account. This is excluding VAT, so we need to just work out what the VAT would be on the 31,200. 31,200 multiplied by 15%. And your answer there, 4,680 Rand. And we're going to put that on the debit side, 4,680 Rand. And we're done. All we have to do now to conclude this is to add up the outputs. We're going to subtract the inputs, and we're going to arrive at a figure of 52,875, and that is the amount that is due to SARS. And that takes us to the end of this question 2.1 on VAT.